Hello, fellow mayors. Welcome back to the city of Avalon on the Cape Apple map from Plazas and Promenades DLC. In the last episode, sorry again for the poor audio, I went over the second area of the city with the oil industry. In this episode, let's follow along this gorgeous river built 2 episodes ago to this area here, where I'd like to create a beautiful campus area using some pedestrian paths. I'm thinking of having a really open area surrounded by some large academic buildings here, with this area here having the admin building with some supporting buildings. In this swath of land between the river and highway, I'd like to create another lovely space that is nice and open, that has some commercial with the campus dorms. Between the river and admin buildings, some parking, transit, and some other services. Some nice high-density self-sufficient buildings behind that large academic area with open plazas. Between the tile edge and river, I think we'll have a mix of various styles of light and high-density residential. That's the general plan. Let's get to it. Here is about where I left off after the stream of this area. You can see a rough idea of buildings with central plazas on the left, a nice pedestrian pathway connecting that to the buildings on the right, which continues into the dorm area up against the highway. Now let's showcase the area. The admin building with some supporting buildings placed on a road for trash collection and some paths. Some parking, organic and local produce zoning with pedestrian paths, new metro station. Some of the service points, services like fire, garbage, death care, and unique buildings / museum. Let's take a ride down the pedestrian path lined with beautiful glass structures. We arrive in this nice central plaza area. I really wanted this to be beautiful and open. Keep an eye out for the various uses of the different tiles from the P&P DLC. An example here. The commencement building has a gorgeous lookout onto the river. I think that's the academic library in the back with some clubhouse buildings along the river. I lined 3 sides with the tiles and trees. Here we have a few services and schools. You can see the articulated bus. Might change this to tram once we get the new update. Some high-density self-sufficient buildings. I left spaces to fill in with the new tiles and some props. You can see I just used tiles everywhere around the stadiums and these large academic buildings. I think they look really good and bring some really nice color to the area. This footage was recorded prior to November 15th, prior to the new updates and content release. And at this time, campus buildings didn't work on pedestrian paths. So what I had to do was place a path behind the building and flip it around so that the back of the building is against the pedestrian path. You could also place a path 3 units from the pedestrian path and set back to the campus building to get it to work. The new free update has notes indicating that was fixed, and I hope so. On to the dorm area. A nice mix of modern city, a large park, some bus transit, and university city commercial. On the other side of the river, there's a mix of high and low density residential, using all the district themes. Along the train line, I added some tile from the P&P DLC to give it a rock textured look. Over here we have a nice beach scene. Along the river there are some park life assets, help jumping power, as well as give us some nice spots for our citizens to look out onto the river. I was fortunate to get those two level 4 high density buildings to pair up. I placed some tiles in the back. I might add some more props in the future. There's some wall to wall in front of the train station, and this spot has a bit of noise sickness from noise pollution caused by the train and metro station. I was hoping the office would block some of this, but not enough, I guess. I have plenty of healthcare, so I might just leave it be. Scenic shot of the boulevard leading up to the train station. A nice high school using the bright yellow tiles. A lower income apartment complex against the rail line. Like I said, a mix of all kinds of styles back here. European suburbia, self-sufficient, mid-century modern, etc. I really like creating treed buffers between the residence and the highway. If you look close enough, you might see the variation in height I used to make it appear more natural and realistic. That's the campus area. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, the live streams provide you an opportunity to interact with me. Would love to talk to you, as well as see the builds in more detail, the thought process, struggles, and changes I go through as a build. They're usually up for about 2 weeks. Until the next time, happy building.